one, I want to see, well, I don't want to see, maybe you want to see it, so I want to do this for you. What does your person, how do they feel about you? What are they thinking and feeling about you today? So this is a timeless reading. So I trust that when you see this, this is the day that you needed to. You can always revisit this if you want. So let us see. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile number 3. Hi, pile number 1. Let's see what you have. How's your person feeling about you? It's number 30. So 30 is a significant number to you. We have the freedom of love reversed. And so I'm seeing that they're feeling like this can't be real. This is how I'm saying it's like they feel trapped, like emotionally trapped to you. Like maybe they feel your energy so strongly. It's like I can't get away from this, and it kind of feels like suspicion. So we have the 6 of Swords reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the 3 of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's like they can't escape thoughts of you. They can't escape. It's overwhelming, honestly, and it honestly feels like anxiety or tension, stress, confusion, like, you know, this person that's you're coming here for, they may have had something in their past that has made them suspicious of other people or cautious of other people. It's not anything personal, I don't feel, towards you. It's just that it's just worrisome to feel the way that they do, and it's like they're trying to fight off their feelings for you is what I'm getting. And it feels like they aren't talking to other people about this, or they feel like they can't talk to people about this. There's something that's like quiet about this, or like covert, like they have to keep this within them. And so with the 6 of Swords reversed, I feel that's just, and the 3 of Wands, I feel like this is just repetition to get across them not being able to resist you. They're not able to resist thoughts of you. Hold on, I'm hearing some weird sounds. What's on? My birds are making some interesting sounds. Anyway, so you know what it feels like to me is it's just really suspicious. It's like, did you put a spell on me? Is this too good? Like, do you have any tricks up your sleeve? What's gonna flip when it comes to you? Or like, why am I so attracted to you? What is going on? Like, are you wearing pheromone sprays? Like, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. It's like, it's a lot. And I also, I mean, I think this is a good, and we have the stars, but she's nude, completely nude on this, so I'm just gonna not show that, even though I'll probably forget later. But the Knight of Pentacles being reversed, I feel like this kind of stands for freedom as well, and like the lack of freedom. It's almost as if their mind is always being pulled towards you. And so it feels like no matter what they do, even in terms of like trying to distract themselves or keep themselves mentally busy, it's like that, it's kind of like this comfort. How do I say this? So like, you know, when you work and it's kind of methodical, so then it gives you that allowance for your mind to wander because it's not as challenging is like whatever that they do to kind of distract themselves or move away from this situation, it becomes methodical and more practiced in the way that they do it, that it gives their mind that allowance to be pulled back to you. So I definitely feel like there's like a deep telepathic bond here that's pulling at them. We have the Wheel and we have the Chariot. This is both indicative of movement for me. In movement towards fulfillment, movement towards happiness, movement towards new beginnings, or changes, like fresh energy in this situation that you have with this person. So essentially what I'm getting here is that they are going to come around to feeling more comfortable. And I think if there's distance between you guys and you're looking at someone that you're not in contact with, or that you're at a physical distance from, or if you both haven't really expressed your feelings towards each other, this is a valuable time for them to recalibrate themselves. And it's kind of like taking these calculated, safe risks, like little bit of pushing them in an uncomfortable place, so that they can eventually take a bigger step in things, because you don't want to be with them where they currently are with all of their guards up. Because at their core, they're very romantic, they're very forthcoming, they're very loving, they're very loyal, they're very traditional. That is who they are at their core, but they aren't being represented like that right here, because this feeling has them in a chokehold, like a spiritual chokehold, and it's putting a lot of strain on kind of like the way that they perceive the world, or they perceive their life, or where it was going. Because I think that they felt like they were kind of moving towards like financial independence, or working really hard at a particular career, some sort of goal that they had set for themselves personally. And then this is kind of throwing a wrench in their plans, because it's causing them to reevaluate the direction that they were going, like these feelings for you, right? It's kind of like feeling, you know, it's like having a friendship with someone, or thinking that it was just going to be a friendly thing, or like a lighthearted attraction, and then realizing that there are deeper feelings there, and then saying, well, what do I do about this? You know, not only did I have certain plans for myself, but I always saw myself as a bachelor or bachelorette, because that keeps me safe. That keeps me from having to deal with something that caused me to clam up, caused me to have like trust issues, caused me to feel like I'm unworthy, or I was abandoned, I was neglected, I was lied to, like that I was a choice in things, or like I was just kind of like a resource for someone. This could even be like a narcissistic parent or relative or friend, or something that happened in the past where they were using them as like an emotional source, you know, something like that. Where they really had to carry the burden of other people's emotions and feelings. And so this is something that they want to feel like they have a choice in this. They want to feel like they made the choice. They have the freedom to choose. And I think that this feeling that they're having towards you, this intensity, makes them feel restricted, because it's like, I need to feel like I'm choosing this. I really think it's just coming to terms with the fact that they have feelings. Honestly, I really think that's what it is. It's like, you know, you can't control love, y'all. You can't. It just kind of happens. Yeah. Should probably get a different deck for this. Hold on. Wands first. So the advice I'm getting so far is to let them come to you, right? Or let spirit speak to you in when the time is right. Like, don't be the Knight of Wands and come rushing in, kicking up dust on your way towards them. Give them that space to feel safe, because if you come on too strong, you're going to scare them off, because they're still trying to understand their feelings, and through understanding their feelings, then they have to address their past, and addressing their past is something very scary for them. There goes some nudity. Faded. Wait, that was the other one that came out, and I didn't show you. So the star is coming out twice, and I feel like this is divinely guided, and it's going to be continuation of divine guidance for you guys. So what I see here is just to follow your heart. If you feel like you're not okay with moving on right now, don't feel like you have to push yourself to necessarily move on. Like, you can hang on to the past, you can hang on to memories, you can hang on to your vision, you can do that. It's okay and safe to do that, but you don't have to move this forward at your pace. Like, allow them to have like a ping pong match. Let them hit the ball back, you know. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so I feel like that, and then 10 of Wands reverse, and I feel like Spirit saying too, like, don't tempt fate, right? Like, don't, again, like, that says like not putting things in your hands, and that's releasing the burdens. The 10 of Wands reverse is saying like, you don't have to feel all this pressure to do things on your terms or on your time, because that's not going to benefit anyone in this situation. There's a divine path or plan to this particular relationship that you have with this person. And so right now, like, you can take time to yourself, and we have, I kept splitting it, and this is what was coming up, is the 2 of Swords. And the way that I see 2 of Swords is really heightening your mental awareness. Like, it's kind of like spatial awareness is how I'm saying. So it's like becoming aware of your own internal dialogue and your own internal systems, and also your telepathic connection with them. It's like focusing on the spiritual side of things, and also recorrecting any parts of you where you feel like control is an issue, because here I can see the dynamic where the more that they pull away, it's like you filling in the gaps. You know, it's like filling in the space there when they need to just like break apart completely to know that it's okay. Like, you know, it's kind of like releasing your dog off the leash, you know, or whatever. I'm trying. That's probably a bad analogy, comparing a person to a dog, but that's how I'm seeing. Is like, I can't think of anything else, honestly, of like my dog. Like, I have dogs, so like, it's like I have a fence, right? But it's like me when I first installed the fence, and I'm just kind of still nervous because I've always had them on a safe leash, and it's a very, very large yard, and you don't know if there's like a bear, like you haven't done a full sweep yet, and so it's just kind of releasing them into the yard, knowing that you can trust them and rely on them to do what's right, do what's safe. And then the dog, like my dogs, end up not running off and disappearing into the woods or anything. Like, they stay within eyeballs distance of me. Like, they don't want to leave either. So you get what I'm saying, not to compare your person to a dog. And we have the 9 of Cups, and the way I'm seeing this is the advice for you is to be the 9 of Cups, like all your wishes fulfilled, and yet you don't have the 10 of Cups. Like, you don't have that 1 cup, right? And that 1 cup is going to be fulfilled by your person, right? It's like you can have everything that you desire independently of this person, and then that 10 of Cups just is the icing on the cake. It just makes everything incredibly gorgeous and beautiful with the 10 of Cups here, right? So hopefully that made sense, and hopefully that helped with what you wanted to know. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So let's see what your card is. How is your person thinking and feeling today? I'm getting this song. I forgot who it's by, but it's called Waves of Blue. So that's a channeled song for you. I would look into the lyrics of that and maybe the significance of the color blue. We have the Wheels of Light, and I feel very relaxed. I feel at peace. I see the chakras are completely aligned, and this vibrancy of the crown chakra. I feel like this person is really understanding this connection with you in a way that feels very beautiful and serene. My goodness, we have the Wheel, the Hanged Man, the 8 of Swords, and the Devil, 5 of Swords reversed, and we'll pull from here really quick, and we have the Sun. So, what I'm getting is, first of all, this is going to be a shorter one for you guys because this is extraordinarily straightforward. I'm just going to go look at your advice right now. The Ace of Pentacles is just 6 of Pentacles reversed. A 3 of Pentacles reversed. Oi! I just slung that across. Okay. Yeah, so this is all very good, and your advice, just skipping to that really quick, is to just go with it. To give, like to reach out to them if you want to reach out, if you feel that's right for you, to connect in a way that feels right for you, to be receptive to them, to just go with the flow with regards to this connection and how you're feeling, and kind of following the waves of your own emotions. I also feel like there's a part that needs to be reserved for you and them, like keeping this connection sacred, keeping it like honoring the other person and their privacy, and I don't know, there's something about that, like keeping things sacred, keeping things like a safe, sacred thing. And yeah, that's what I see as the advice. So moving on to how they're feeling about you, they see that this is a fated connection. They feel like they are seeing you in a different light than they have before, this connection in a way that they hadn't before. It feels very expansive, like they had some sort of new information come in about this connection and about you. With the 8 of Swords and the Devil, it feels like this is where they were at some point, is like this restrictive energy where they were kind of going through some difficult times and they finally broke through. It's kind of like this flower breaking through the winter snow, right? It was actually just like internal development for them, and ultimately they feel just so happy about you, so blessed to share this connection with you, have these feelings for you that are reciprocated, and that they feel very grateful that you've supported them and been there for them, whether this is energetically or in real life, through or even just being patient with them is a way of being supportive towards them. Because I feel like it took some difficult moments for them to reach this point. And so we have the Temperance reversed, where it feels like this is, again, a place of where they were coming from, a place of resistance, a place of feeling like they were maybe not good enough is kind of how it feels. It feels like they didn't think that they would be enough, or they would be able to give you enough or have enough. They didn't think that it was aligned, because it was their insecurities, because they thought so highly of you. And now they've kind of come full circle and realized that it's kind of like this feeling of like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And I feel confident in this. I feel very deeply aware of your feelings and of their feelings as well, like where they stand with this. So that's what I see for you guys. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So we have gentle spirits. So it's acceptance of the way things are currently. It feels like they feel safe. They feel like they're in their element when it comes to you and this connection. The Emperor. So we have the Hermit, the Four of Wands, the Empress. Why is the Empress reversed though? What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe you're asking about someone and you're currently, or you just got out of a relationship. Like you either just got out of a relationship or you're currently on the way out of a relationship. Or if you're like kind of distracted by someone that isn't this person, or like maybe even distracted by other things. I don't know, like life circumstances, because I'm seeing them as viewing this as a success of you moving away from some previous situation. They're observing you, and it feels like they're using an opportunity coming up to take action towards you. It's like they're looking for the right time to come forward, and that time is nearing. It's like they have this intuition or this instinct that they like it's going to be the appropriate time for them to approach you. Okay, so obviously they're very interested in you, and it feels like they've been working on themselves, and it's not necessarily, like, to be honest, it's not necessarily motivated by you for them to improve. I think that what I'm getting is they're improving on themselves, and that's improving their confidence, and their confidence is telling them, okay, maybe I have a shot here. And this is really like what you should be doing, is like, if instead of just strictly waiting on someone who's unavailable, is like work on yourself. So if they ever become available, you have improved on whatever it is, you know, in your life. And if they never come around, then at least you're better than where you were, kind of thing. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing with them, is like they took that perspective, that stance, and they never like, see, The Princess of Swords, that is like literally spying on you. And that's what I feel like. The Queen of Cups definitely, where I feel like they're looking at you, and you're the Seven of Chalices, where you have all these other options, something else going on in your life, and they're not necessarily celebrating your whatever didn't work out for you, but like they don't want to see you hurt, but it's like that's their end, that's giving them a chance, and it's like, well, hopefully they didn't move on from me, or hopefully they still feel this way, or feel something towards me, or didn't forget about me. I keep seeing the Empress reversed, and I feel like that's how they perceive you, is the Queen of Cups and the Empress reversed, where it's like you're holding back your energy, or you've taken a more protective stance, or kind of like more of an emperor in your own life, like more action oriented. That's something that I really like about you. They kind of like that. I think that they think that you're very mysterious when it comes to that. And it's like they want you, when they come back around, it's like they want you to see them differently. Like see them as someone that's grown, or someone that's changed in some way, is what I'm getting. It's like they want you to be able to be like, wow, this person, I didn't expect them to be this way, right? Okay. So what I'm seeing here is the advice for you is that when this person comes around, don't be overtaken by your desire to move this forward too soon into a more intimate relationship, or even intimate conversations. Try and take things a little bit slower, develop a friendship first, and don't do this in a way that you feel like you have to hide your feelings. Don't, it's like tiptoeing around other people to make other people comfortable, like stuff like that. It's like, if you're available to be friends with them first, or like to have open conversations with them, and not in any way, it's like basically, like if you're in a relationship right now with someone else and you're here looking at a different person, or if you're on the way out, or if you're very busy with your job and you don't have time for a relationship right now, but you're very curious about someone that you're interested in, then start developing that space for this person to come in, because they're definitely keeping an eye on you and getting a feel of you energetically and what you're up to. And with this coming through, I feel like this is to maintain, not maintain your composure, but maintain guardedness. And by doing that, it's like protecting yourself from moving this too soon to a more fiery place, right? Like develop that innocence and that friendship first, so that there doesn't have to be anything hidden between you guys, right? There doesn't have to be anything where you get in over your head or anything like that, and it burns out too soon. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let them show you who they truly are, is what I'm saying. It's like, let them show that they've changed, or let them show that they have evolved, right? Let them prove that to you. Like, you don't have to have them jumping through hoops or anything, would give them that time and that space for you to actually see it in them, and for them to have that healthy challenge. And you're going to feel very satisfied with that. You're going to be very happy about that. Let yourself be that prize to be won, right? Without playing games or anything like that. It's not about playing games. It's just taking a more cautious and innocent approach to this. Okay? A cautious and innocent approach. Yeah. I want to pull, I feel like there's, I'm going to pull this because I feel like there's a resolution that I'm looking for. There we go. I have 2 that came out. Patience and trust, and then I'm done here. So be patient and trust. Okay, trust. You are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. So don't feel pressured to move this rapidly into a place where it can't be out in the open, or you can't be out in the open with your feelings, or you aren't in, it's like wrong place, wrong time, or again, it gets into this fiery physical place, or whatever kind of place, that it's just better to take your time, okay? And then patience. So having patience. Patience is required at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. What the concern, the current situation, is how they're feeling and how you're feeling towards them. That's evolving in a positive way. Let go and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust you are eternally loved and guided. Perfection. That's what I was trying to get across. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.